What is up, everybody? Carlos here, and I wanted to talk to you about PlayStation uh, cover art, if you will. Uh, so, PlayStation has always done cover arts, reversible cover arts, and also uh, cover arts that are actually the case itself for the front and not removable. What I mean by that is, well, you're already seeing these two titles right here. So we got two long boxes, the same game. First up, we got this Twisted Metal 1. This is, I bought this a long time ago. Like, I gotta say, maybe 20 years ago. 2005, I believe, at a garage sale. I think they wanted $1 for it. Um, this is actual real plastic, the ridges. Um, the little door hinges actually broke off a long time ago. And yeah, so yeah, when you open it up, you have your PlayStation peripherals. This is how old it is. Yes, um, I do have the disc, but I don't use this because there's only a couple of these that actually hold the CD in place, and I don't want it to break, or I don't want it to scratch up because you move it around or whatever. But anyway, in reality, it probably wouldn't move if I put like some type of plastic thing here, because I believe there was a piece of foam here and here. Um, just look at the mold right there. But yeah, all these launch titles, this was the case it came with. I had actually sold this game on eBay a long time ago, but but the buyer, he wanted it. He wanted a different game, or he wanted something to replace for the game I sold him. Of course, the game is scratched up, um, and I need to actually, I think I already have resurfaced it, and to this day it actually does work. But um, like I said, um, yeah, the seller had returned it. It was the same game because pretty much the same scratches were on the same thing. So yeah. Anyway, there's this original PlayStation long box, and then we have the redesign, which is right there. The redesign did change a lot of stuff. Let me see if I can get the light to. Okay, I just moved the light because so I can see better. I know the shadows, but before I show this one off one more time, so I can see it in its bright and glory. Um, I wish I could fix it, but there's no way to actually fix that. But anyway, moving on. This is the second iteration of the long box. This one is plastic, as you can see by the glare. There's no ridges. It's cool. Um, this one is well built, more modernly built. I wish PlayStation could have still made these, but yeah. So this manual actually is from the other box. I just put it in here because they didn't have the manual. Um, and then they redesigned the disc label here, which is 100% much better, and it's not gonna break as easy as the original one did. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't know what type of manual this came in, because like I said, this manual actually is from the my first box. I just put it in here because it looks better. Although the original box has the manual thing to put. I'm gonna show you one more time. You can just kind of like the original PlayStation. It just pops in. Although one is broken, as you can see, but still, it does work, or it does hold the manual in place. But yeah, so there you go, two of the same title. I do have a greatest hits copy, which I'll probably show y'all as well, I guess. Alright, so here is my greatest hits copy of Twisted Metal. I actually bought 1, 2, 3, and 4 bundled up like 10 years ago. Right now, Twisted Metal games have been going up in price, especially 3 and 4, now that they had re-released the digital version on PS5. So yeah, so uh, these games that were advertised are actually are in the original box, even though it was only four. Uh, the games are actually right here, as you can see, the ESPN, the Wipeout, the Warhawk. Where's Warhawk at? Yeah, it's right there, Warhawk. So yeah, it's weird that they advertised it on there as well. But yeah, like I said, those were long form, but they also became greatest hits after such time. And yeah, don't worry about that disc having the these little lines. The problem with that is that when Hurricane Harvey hit, some of my discs ended up having these ridges. I could just get some Google on and fix it, but yeah, it's pretty clean. Light scratches. I hardly use it because, like I said, I already have a digital copy on my PSP, but also I have a loose copy which I just use as well. Um, Also, the black label had the letters blue, and it was pretty much the same thing. Oh yeah, and the manual on here is the same, but there's a long format. Um, More highly detailed pictures though, which is cool. I kind of wish Sony could have gone back and done something like this, but you know, manuals are long gone now. So yeah, this is the greatest hits copy of just a metal with the green, which I never liked the greatest hits label and the green thing. I don't know why they did that, but I guess they wanted people to say, "Oh, this game sold 100 million or 100,000 units," because I don't know how that works, but I'm pretty sure it's the amount of units that gets sold turns out to be a greatest hits afterwards. We got this crash with the little uh, I don't know what's it called, holographic or not holographic, but I don't know what you call it, but yeah, he moves left and right. Um, Crash One had the KA Kids to Adults changed on the Greatest Hits version, and from there on forth, uh, everything that was KA became E. So yeah, this is the original manual. I do have the original manual of this game as well, the Greatest Hits version, because my mom actually bought that for my birthday a long time ago. So there's the Greatest Hits version of Crash 1. Um, Sometimes the green seems more darker than others. Here's a better example of what I'm talking about. As you can see, the green color for this game here, Air Combat, is much darker, whereas this one is much uh, lighter. You can see through the camera. I mean, look at that. Even with the glare, you can see the difference of the manual itself. See, it's darker. I don't know why they did that, but let's just do a comparison to both of them. As you can see, much darker. This one's darker than the other. This one's lighter. I don't know why they did that. Some booklets have that as well. When PlayStation had 4 discs, like this case here, the manual is actually in here. Well, actually, I don't have the manual for this game, but instead of it being a manual as a cover art, this is the original cover art for this game, and that's the variations of PlayStation 1 cover arts. And now we're gonna go on to PlayStation 2. I want to try to go as fast as possible. I know I'm already lagging behind almost 10 minutes. It's crazy. Hold up. So PlayStation 2 has the greatest hits and Black Label. Black Label, the only difference between is that the PlayStation logo is white with the rainbow colors, and the PlayStation 2 thing is just regular, a straight line. There is a variant disc here. I kind of do want to talk about the variant discs, but maybe on a different video. The greatest hits version has this ridge going down with the greatest hits logo. Of course, the PlayStation is still black here, but when you turn it, instead of it being white, it's black on here as well. But also, there's a little swirl or like oval hill, whatever you want to call it, from the spine, whereas the black label doesn't have that. And we'll do a comparison here. As you can see, it's just different. But yeah, there's only two types of PlayStation 2 games I have that have the different variant covers. Let's go to PS3 now. PlayStation 3 has a lot of variant covers, but we'll start with the original cover art. This is Call of Duty 4, the black PlayStation 3 lettering. People say it's called Spider-Man font, but it's not true because there's actual other games that that they used before the Spider-Man font became a thing. I actually have a manual. I'm gonna have to show you later about this font here. This font has been used commonly with other brands and products, not just PlayStation or Sony. So yeah, usually back then there was no such thing as trophies. There was no such thing as add-ons, matchmaking, all that stuff. And also the disc is the same, although that's the greatest hits version. And then they did the greatest hits copy, which is some greatest hits copies don't have this extra lettering. They just have this in front because it's supposedly the best-selling franchise on PS3 or whatever you want to call it. I do like Call of Duty, but I'm not that big of a fan like how I used to. I'll just only went back to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 this year after a 10-year hiatus of not playing any of the other Call of Duties. So yeah, here, let me see if I can zoom in. So here's the says multimedia, leaderboards, matchmaking, trophies. It's weird that they decided to do that, and also the PlayStation Network logo, which is also up here in the front, and then the greatest hits thing. So we're gonna take a look at another different kind. This is gold edition of Resident Evil 5. It could have been greatest hits version, considering the fact that this game came out already, but they decided to make it a gold edition with the black label and the PlayStation logo. And then in the back, same thing. Here's all the other stuff that they have always mentioned. Yes, I'm using the GameStop case because it's pretty cool. I like the case on it. Although it is kind of not that good of a good quality build, but it's still very good. So we have another copy or another greatest hits version. This is without the extra lettering, although this game does not have trophies because, as you can see on the back, it says right there, trophies. So I don't know why that was false advertisement on Sony's part, and I never understood why. I could have platinumed this game because I had over 80 hours in this game when I first started playing it. I do hop in from time to time, and the second time I beat it, I think I beat it like at 40 hours. That includes some of the activities that allow me to get infinite ammo or increase my health or whatever. But yeah, it's weird that they have done that. But yeah, same thing. The spine on PS3 is the same as well. Okay, see if I can ignore that number. That number is not. PS3 spine is, they're all different. This one's red, excuse me, and then black. and then the PS3 one, which actually had PS3. So yeah, those are different variations of the games. And then when PlayStation 4 was coming out, some aspects of the boxes became different. Some became blue. Some had their stuff stripped from the box art. Like for this game, for example, this is Resident Evil. The PlayStation Network thing is missing here. And also, they went back to the original labeling instead of it being up here with the matchmaking and all that stuff. Yeah, the back was also changed. As you can see, this was the first design, this was their second design, and then this is their third design on the thing here, the little requirements or whatever you want it to say. So 3 megabytes of hard drive required. It's crazy. So yeah, anyway, the little gray border up here that mentioned trophies and all that stuff it's gone. And this game came out 2015, so this is probably like the last of the PS3 games that stopped using the PlayStation Network logo. But before I actually do get to show you the rest or the remaining amount of PS3 game boxes that are different, we're going to take a look at the PS3 only on PlayStation logo. So I don't think I know Infamous 1, which I don't have, used to have the PlayStation only on PlayStation here instead, but that was with the original PS3 spine, and the only on PlayStation logo was up here. But then when they redesigned PS3 logo, they started putting the only on PlayStation on the right side. And yeah, like I said, this is PlayStation Network with the PlayStation Network logo. And yeah, I mean, it's weird. And this game came out in 2012, but 2014 and up, I believe they started to remove the PlayStation Network thing. Here's another example. This is the only blue label PS3 game I have with this PS4 early adoption label for PS3, because PS3, PS Vita, and PS4 decided to become a blue label instead of a black label still. So yeah, only on PlayStation as 4. And the thing is gone because, like I said, this Moving Souls game had it. They removed it on the newer titles, and I guess they were like, you know what, we're just gonna stop doing that, because I guess people would found out that some of that stuff would be false advertisement in a way. But they did keep the little icons down here, same as 2012, but sometimes I don't know why they like to move around the icons like that. And then we got the last PS3 title with the only on PlayStation incentive. This is J-Star versus Plus. Again, icons, they've been double changed again. They actually increased the letter or the number. As you can see, 2-player. The 2-player thing is capitalized, if you want to call it like that. It's weird. So yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they did the redesign of the PS3 logo, but then they decided to take the PlayStation Network logo as well. So yeah, that's all the variations of PS3 games that I have here. Hopefully y'all are making sense of what I'm talking about, and I'm not just talking nonsense, because I'm not trying to talk nonsense. I'm just I'm just trying to state facts here. Whoops. Alright, so on to PS4 cases and manuals, and I guess reverse cover arts. None of these have reversible cover arts. I believe some of them, even though they have most of these just have the instructions, and some of them don't even have manuals anymore as well. This one doesn't have it. This one actually got destroyed on Hurricane Harvey. Same with this game. That's why I don't have the manual for this. The manuals became shorter and shorter. Same with this 2015 Resident Evil Revelations 2. As you can see, they started printing the manual inside the box, which is weird. But yeah, anyway, on to PS4. Alright, so PS4. They have made a lot of PlayStation 4 games. Some of them with the only on PlayStation thing as well. So let's take a look at some. First up, we have this Until Dawn. This is a reversible cover art, which I actually like, and actually did it, put it reversed. There's a PlayStation only on PlayStation spine. Some of these don't have the spine to signify what game it is, which is kind of dumb. But yeah, as you can see, there's no indication of what game this is until you see the title from the back. Then we have some that don't have a reversible cover art, like this Resident Evil 2, and this has no PlayStation, only on PlayStation because it's a third-party game. Some of them have the manual printed as well. On the thing, there's no manual, but like I said, the cover art has a printed manual on there. Then we actually do have some that are reversible cover art. So first up, we got this Nier Automata reversible cover art, which is pretty cool. I actually enjoyed this game. There is not an only on PlayStation logo because I think it was on PC as well. But it's weird because this was a PlayStation only game, only console. Same thing with like Street Fighter 5. But you know, they put PlayStation console exclusive, I believe, on Street Fighter. This one could have been the same thing, but yeah, as you can see, the spine is actually here, but there's no PS4 logo to indicate what game this is actually from. I mean, it could be on Xbox, could be on Xbox. It probably is already on Xbox, considering the exclusivity deal they had before. This one actually does have a manual, and that code probably doesn't work, so don't even try it. Then we have a reversible cover art like this. Got Spider-Man PS4. As you can see, the PS4 logo is right there, which is pretty cool. So this one actually doesn't have an indication of what title and what format it's from. As you can see, there it is, reversible cover art. That's pretty cool. Another game, this is a second party game, I guess you want to call it, as this one Chambara Chaos with the reversible cover art. And yes, I know the disc is kind of how you say, it's kind of weird that they did that. So yeah, it's questionable. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. So yeah, there's a reversible cover art. There's the original thing on it. Yes, this case is actually original case from my original game I bought when it first came out. Again, most of the games that are shown with water damages, those were mine initially, and those were kind of destroyed when the hurricane had hit almost 8 years ago now. But yeah, anyway, this one has the PS4 logo and the game itself, and only on PlayStation, along with the reversible cover art of the same thing. It's cool. And then PS5 games don't have PlayStation spine with the PS5 indicator, but they do have these cool looking reversible cover arts like this Strange of Paradise, Final Fantasy. The only thing that kind of ruins this is it's not the reversible cover art, but the PS5 logo is missing, and also yes, most of the PS5 things have this thing here, which I don't like. So yeah, I don't like that they put this little thing on the bottom. See, it says see health and safety warnings in the PlayStation menu. I'm trying to actually fix this cover art because you can see the cover art actually coming out from the bottom. But yeah, anyway, I have two more games to show you for the PS5. So this is Spider-Man 2. This is the launch edition, of course. And as you can see, the cover art is reversible. You can see I keep forgetting his name, but you know, he's always think of him as a lion, because I know he's like a prowler. I haven't played this game in about a year now, so I forgot about a lot of the stuff, what's going on here. But anyway, again with the important safety stuff, I don't like that. And then we got one more game here. We have Stellar Blade, which is a phenomenal game. And yes, a lot of people are simping over Asian chick, which is mole-capped, but you know, it's weird that people find this game offensive or a feminine game because it's a girl protagonist and yada yada yada, you know what I mean. So yeah, anyway, important safety warnings again, but this one actually does have a spine here. No PS5 logo, of course, but the Stellar Blade lettering is on there, as well as the original front of the cover art. Which is cool. And then a bonus, we got this Vita game, which I almost beat. Actually, no, I beat the game already, but I'm only. I kind of stopped playing this game 2015. And I can tell you that I only need like 3 more trophies for this to platinum. But anyway, this game does have a reversible cover art, even though there's no plastic see-through on the other side. You can see the only on PlayStation, PS Vita thing. This is my original game that again got destroyed during hurricane years ago. The game survived. The discs survived, the music soundtrack, but the booklet and the little thing didn't. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Now we got one more little thing to show you. I wanted to show you PSP stuff, and then we'll be finished. I know it's a long video, but trust me, hopefully y'all enjoy it, or hopefully y'all been enjoying it. And let's get to it. Alright, so we got some PSP stuff, and let's begin with the original PSP label, which is this Crash Tag Team Racing here. As you can see, the PSP logo, and then the icon with the game. Pay attention to the icon because you'll find out soon enough what happens later. It is a phenomenal game, and it's cool. You can connect your PS2 to PSP and get more cars as well. Then we got this Loco Roco 2 for PSP, as I had mentioned before. The only on PlayStation, for PS2, PS3, PSP had their logo on the left side, and then they transitioned to the right side. I think it's cool. I like it on the right side better. I don't know, it just seems more professional, I guess. Same thing with the spine. It does have a reversible cover art, but there's no indication of what game it would be cover to do that. And yes, this game, I think when GameStop was trying to get rid of this game, it was $10 brand new. But you know, GameStop. I like GameStop, but sometimes when they say supposedly new games are new games, but they're not, because they're actually open games that just put a piece of sticker on it. So we got a reversible cover art of Gangs of London, which is backwards. Sorry about that. So yeah, I actually did put this one a reversible cover. I kind of like the way it looks. No indication of what game it is, which is not cool. But you know, I I know what game it is, but there's people that wouldn't know. Then we have a reversible cover art of Gran Turismo. As you can see, the only on PlayStation logo is on the right side, excuse me. But this one actually does have a indication of what game it is. So you can see the game is Gran Turismo, although it would have been better if it was in the middle, and then the PSP logo right there. None of the games I have actually have a PSP with the reversible cover art on it, so this is the only thing close to having something to indicate what type of game it is, without trying to look for it backwards. A lot of PSP UMD movies have reversible cover arts, but I think just the PSP movies are just fine like that. We have PSP updated branding. This is favorites copy of Call of Duty Road's Victory. As you can see, the PSP logo or the icon for the game is gone. The PlayStation rainbow thing is gone as well. And it's just a dark gray logo. PSP up here has been upgraded as well, or been rebranded, as you can see. Kind of matches the PS3 with the yellow line going on it, and then the bigger lettering on the PSP, which I like. I am not a hater on that. I actually like the redesign for the PSP logo. I think it's more professionally well made, and I kind of enjoyed that what PSP or PlayStation has done with these logos. Same with the only on PlayStation logo here. This is the Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. A lot of people say this is not a very good game. I have yet to play it. I will play it eventually. No manual though. So yeah, the only on PlayStation is on the right side, and then the yellow line is across the lettering with the PSP logo as well on the side. So yeah, and then we're gonna go through PSP video variations of the logo. There's been so many variations of UMD video that I don't know which one is which anymore. So we'll get started with the original logos, which are gray. Okay, we'll start off with this movie here. It's a good movie. So the UMD video is gray, along with the borderline, and then we have the Canadian version of UMD video. As you can see, it's like matte gray, and also up here the lettering, the PSP logo is different as well. As you can see, sometimes Canadian movies are, they also have this little sticker on the back. It says from Canada. We have a unique Family Guy spine here with the multiple discs. It's pretty cool. I don't think Sony will ever make something like this ever again. I know they have a PSP UMD case with 2 slots. They could have done that as well. And then we have this is an American or US copy of Devil's Rejects. The case on it is like the one from the Canada, except this one is from the US because Usually the sticker would have been down here that said Canadian, but it doesn't have a sticker. Then we have this variation of Resident Evil Apocalypse. The spine is the same as the Canadian. This one actually does say it's from Canada because, as you can see down here, at Canada, United Kingdom co-production. But then again, it could just mean that the no, actually no, I think it could have been made in Canada because, like I said, sometimes Canadian have stickers and logos, but yeah, the Devil Rejects one doesn't have that though. Let me check one more time. Let me see. No, it doesn't say anything here. It just says it's from California, or the disc was manufactured in California. Anyway, if anybody knows about that stuff, let me know. We got Saw 2 here. Saw 2, same deal here. It's gray. The borderline of the spine is like scratchy gray. I believe this is from Canada as well. We have the Saw 1. This one is a black label, UMD video. UMD video on the black. You can see the variation of the spine here. And also, look at that. Almost the same thing. But this one is... I remember this movie on PSP, and I wanted it so bad, but I could never get it because back in 2004, I was not 18 at the time. But yeah, I do remember this movie. I don't know if this is the launch movie title or what for the PSP, but I know this movie was the first one I actually saw at a GameStop when I wanted to buy one. I think the movie was priced at $14.99. Then we got some redesigns. We got 007 here. The only holographic UMD video that they had made. Trying to focus here, if I can focus it again. There you go. So you can see the hologram on it. It's pretty cool. That's the only UMD video that has that, I believe. And the only 007 that was released here in the States, or in the Americas, if you will. That's more easier to understand because it's region 1. Then we got a red variation of UMD video. I believe this is like for series shows, like I don't really know. It could be I don't know. South Park actually has a UMD release, but anyway, the spine is red, and also it is a launch PSP thing, and also it's from Canada because there's the logo right there. Sometimes the logo's there, sometimes not there, but it's region 1, so that means I can use it for the United States PSP. We got 2 more. We got this Young Flux, which is a very good show, by the way. I recommend y'all buying it if y'all have the time. The redesign, I believe this is the last design of the PSP UMD video that they had made, and it's pretty cool that they went out with a bang with this design, because PSP games and UMD movies, or games more likely, on in Japan have this yellow logo on the thing. I think it's called Yellow Heads or something like that. But yeah, yellow, and then they removed the UMD logo and put it down here, and then PSP, which is like a PSP game. It's a little bit weird, but it's cool. And then the PSP logo up here, and then the movie icon right there, which is the same, but Like I said, you could compare it to, look at that. It's pretty cool. And then we got this black label, which is feature film on the bottom, which is House of Wax. As you can see, the little ridge here, or the like the oval, circle, whatever you want to call it, half circle. And then the PSP lettering is gray here. It's all black here, and it's all black there as well. Kind of goes well with the with this box. This is an American, or this is from the North American side. Excuse me, United States UMD video. This is not Canadian, because like I said, some of these do have the Canadian logo. Again, this one actually has a Canadian logo as well. As you can see right there, it says PG. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Ugh. Okay, never mind. I think my thing blocked the thing, but anyway, that's about it. Kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about the PlayStation spines of the different artworks, the different designs of every iteration of PlayStation game or movie that has been out there. So hopefully, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Sorry it's very long, almost an hour long. I'm gonna have to put some parts so y'all can just check out the ones you want to check out. But anyway, if you like the video, please like it, subscribe, comment on it. If you have any questions, answers, or concerns, if you have any ideas, let me know. I would appreciate it. I am going for not a complete collection of everything PlayStation, but I am going for anything that I see that I want to do with PlayStation. Because like I said, I've been a PlayStation gamer since '95, and you know, I know PC's gone up in the space of gaming now, and that it's just more better for the consumer to just buy a PC, emulate your games. But I'd rather have my physical games. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, y'all be safe, and stay tuned for more videos.